Hey there friends, how you doing? In this video we're going to check out the ECHELON 4.0 Compact. This thing feels great in my hand. Unlike all the other YouTube reviewers, Springfield for some reason I've only talked to once. They won't give me anything to check out, but so this is a completely independent review. We are a 15+1 4-inch barreled like G19 size pistol, though with much better ergos. I carry a G19 every day for work right now, doing some stuff, but issue to me, which I don't really love, but this is a lot better in my hand anyway. I don't know how it shoots, but we have much better texture. Texture goes all the way up. We've got accelerator pedal on both sides for leverage on the pistol. It actually felt really small. It's so ergo small circumference wise here. If you have smaller hands than me, I wear an XL glove, it probably works for you great. It actually felt like almost too small for me, so I put on the large, though. I think I like the medium that comes on it. I put on the large, though, so I can karate chop this hand in there and get a better contact. Because if you just point your thumb with your support hand at the bad guy gets shot. I know people do this, and they do revolver grip and all kinds of things. Learn to shoot like that, in my opinion. Okay, and the thumb's pointed, and that's gonna, you know, for defensively carrying a pistol, that's gonna help. Has a U-notch rear. In my first video on the Hellcat versus P365, I was the first on it. I liked the Hellcat at the time. I don't really like it now. I liked the U-notch rear, and then I didn't when I shot a video of my buddy's RDP. Paul Harrell's brother, carries the RDP. The trigger reach is too much for me. It's too small for me. But the transitions on my posters at home, and it seems like it's very fast, so I don't even know if I'm going to put a red dot on it. I have a Meprolite Pro F enclosed, good for SHTF, except it needs a plate. I think I won't see the front sight even at all in it, and I'm worried. So I don't know if I'm going to red dot this or not. 15+1 or 18+1 here. I mean 10. I only get 7 or 10 round magazines. I get the California 10 round. Always, just in case things happen in the future, I wouldn't want longer than that. Okay, got a down-hume holster that luckily is fitting it because I left my new Toaster Holster Profile Plus. That's great. I left it packing everything, so that sucks. Okay, let me chamber. I don't think I did that. Very, very grippy wings on the back like a VP9. Very best deep serrations, so I can load easily or pressy check like Honest Outlaw. That's really good. Memory pads, all the good ergos. Front tritium dot, slow accuracy, and then I'll rock and roll on 2 targets, guys. Before I begin, ECHELON 4.0, 4-inch barrel, 24.4 ounces empty with the flush, 24.8 with the extendo, 31.3 loaded, 32.6 loaded with loaded all the way, topped off. So 31.3 loaded is a little higher than most. And that's more like it off camera. I figured it was getting too boring. I did 5 again at 7 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 in there with combat hold. That looks like that's going to be pretty darn good. That was with 124 grain PPUs, what we're using at first. Then I think we have to switch to SMB 115. I forgot to mention, it is a fully ambi pistol. I don't think I'm going to accidentally hit it. That was 15 rounds, locked back perfect. But you could... I mean, if I was going to in an emergency, I would use it with my middle finger, like I use HK paddles, instead of your finger trigger, which is only for the bank switch narrow pathways. So, you do got that. It's hard. I did it earlier. You do got that. I think I must have done it without the magazine in. You do got that. So, you got this pretty small slide release on each side. You got dual mag release, true ambi, just FYI. Okay, so that was perfect function. Now let's swap out and put a long boy in there. We are chambered. Again, great serrations. Supposedly like the best optics mounting system, just like Shadow Systems. Direct, really good, really tight in there. I think some police departments are starting to issue this. I don't see any reason why not. I'm going to carefully reholster. So I got a leather holster. Unfortunately, I forgot the Profile Plus. It's awesome for this holster. Dan the Wolfman holster. Dan the Wolfman. We'll break it out next time. And I'll try to decide if I want to red dot. Okay, let's just do a fast 5. See how that U-notch rear works. Got 4 out of 5 in the A+ box, A in the long, targets on line, 1, 2 touching, 3, 4 touching in the heart. Good stuff so far. Alright guys, to make clear, this is the first shots from this. I already filmed the video with a rare 90s DASA Taurus PT, okay? So that's why there was pasted up already. First shots with this, though, already great. I'm going to work on my 2 bad guys here. Hey guys, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Back up! Damn it! I didn't have the best sight picture. I'm curious where those hit. I'm getting used to the tritium dropping in the U. I'm not used to the rear U notch, though it does seem fast. Alright guys, so for my first 2 attacker draw, I'm okay with that. 2 in the A+, 2 in the A in the lungs. This guy's probably pretty sufficiently foobarred, though you want him in the heart. That was at 5 yards. The guy left transition at 7 yards. All 4 are in this, internal box. So those are all good upper thoracic hits. So it handles pretty well. Alright guys, I'm liking this thing so far. I mean, you could conceal it. It's getting a little, like I said, a little over the 30 ounces I like to typically carry, but it could be. I mean, it's just over. I don't want any problem. Drop it! And empty, but slide lock back. Let's see how I dumped on that guy. Alright guys, so all 4 in the A+, 1 in the heart, 2, 3 in the heart, and 1, 2, 3 on the spine, and another one on the spine. So try and be spinal, baby, because upper spine is the quickest way. Heart's 8 to 15 seconds, even if you hit the aorta. Alright guys, got a new target over here on the right bad guy. He is at 7 yards, and the guy on the left is at 10 yards. So working a little farther, seeing how this thing handles. I am liking it, and again, I paid for my own money, no discounts, nothing. Just found a good deal. And guys, I just met these guys today, but it's worth checking out. Nano Technology Shooter Sign COP, targets online, PPU ammo we were using. Now we're switching SMB 115 because that's what I had readily to throw in my bag. And if we get time, I'll run 3 different types of hollow points as a preliminary hollow point function test on this thing. And if I really like it, and if I put a red dot on, let me know if you think I should put on a red dot. I like my Gideon Omegas a lot. I wouldn't mind getting another one of those, or should I put the Meprolite on it? Let me know.
Yeah, I'll work through it. I got it. Yeah. I'll get it out.
I like it better than the G19. I am in file federally, 250 out of 250, the only during my group that got a perfect score on a federal qual, which that video is okay. I'm used to having them a little closer. 4 A's, only 1's A+ in the heart, 1 down there on the spine. I'm not 1, 2, 3 in the inner box, 4, 5. At 5 yards, let's do 3 Mozambiques. Then I'm going to go to 23 yards, 69 feet, and see how I work with the U-dot, because I'm not used to the U-dot. Smiley face rear. Alright, so let's do 3 Mozambique failure drills, 5 yards. Shitty grips. Look how bad my grip was that time. Less than ideal. Taurus, so it is what it is. Unfortunately, I left my holster, or it's in the car or something. Profile Plus, checking that out, which fits it perfectly. That felt fast. Rewind that. What was the time on that? That felt good. That felt fast. Let's see how the hits were on that. I thought I had more ammo in there, but apparently I didn't. And guys, I'm in a time crunch here before they close. No, maybe that wasn't a perfect run, because one of those, I don't know if that was from earlier or this run. I got a feeling I stitched up. It was probably 1, 2, and 3. So unfortunately, that's not what you intended, though it might be a spurter. Obviously that cadence was a little slow. I'm kind of checking out the sights. I mean, it's pretty far for this sighting system. Let me pull that in. But as you see, not perfect, but doable. Pretty much upper thoracic. That's a little low for my liking, but it is above the dot. So 1, 2 in the 8-inch pie. 3, 4 still in the low. People that comment, oh, past 7 yards, you go to prison. No, that's not true at all. Justified or justified. What about in defense of others, in lieu of others? So these idiots that are not lawyers commenting stupid shit. Yes, even as civilians, they have to take a 23-yard shot. One of Tom Gibbons' students, 3 were past 7 yards. 3 were far, like 17 yards and 22 yards. One was at 22 yards. It does happen. Of course, small, 42 yards the first 2 shots that missed, and 40 the first 2 that hit. According to my sources, 40 yards in a mall can happen as well. So make sure you do practice far stuff as well. But even on these sites, I mean, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My first time attempting long range with the tritium and the U smiling. All right, guys, I got 8 FMJs left. Slow the F down. I got another bad active at 23 yards, 69 feet, dude. But I do like the way this thing handles and shoots. I do like it. It has a lot going for it. It really does. So I think it was designed in Croatia. I don't think they've said, but they did a very good job. It's a good pistol. I would look at Shadow Systems as well, but out of the 9mm compact, 15 plus 1 guns out there, that's what I would be looking at. It's pretty dang good. Okay, fast 5, and then slow your roll 3 shots. Then we'll do some hollow points. Last one might have pulled high right. Let's pull those in and see how I did. All right, guys, we're an honest channel. I do honest things. I'm going to show the good, the ugly. We're just going to skip over the bad. So fast 5, 1, 2 in the heart, stitching them up, 3, and a 2, 4, 4, 5. All good. 3, technically hitting his spine, and 2, technically hitting his heart. Nearly as impressive as the 5 I did at a slower cadence. 1, 2, and 3. I know I pulled the last one high right. That's not awesome. Finish up with a preliminary hollow point function test. The first on the left circle will be Winchester White Box 115 grain. Definitely not the best, not the worst. Good for stocking up on. Same thing with the defense line PPU, at least from longer barrels, actually penetrates farther, maybe even better for SHTF. PPU 115. Look at Gun Sam for testing of that. And last, the 124 grain Fiocchi Defense Dynamics. We'll go on the red circle in the top right. So this thing's functioned perfect so far. Let's preliminary test some hollow points for you, 10 yards. Back's hurting, so we'll see. So there was the Winchester White Box. I did jerk the trigger on that first shot, so one of them might be bad. Top right, Fiocchi Defense Dynamics 124 grain. Look at my ballistics test of that. And the Modern Meat Target, please. And Paul Harrell Tribute Playlist. Fiocchi seemed a little punchy, actually, which is kind of weird. I'm in a fairly heavy 4-inch pistol. Teaguing old guy here, but 3 other Winchester White Box, all in the 9 ring. I've done better with other pistols. It's actually fairly accurate ammo. 3 with the PPU's a nice group, and that's the first pull I think that I did kind of yank. But 1, 2, 3, so 2 in the 10 ring, 1 in the 9 ring. That's a really nice group with the PPU. Check my other videos. Maybe it's done pretty good in others. And then the Fiocchi Defense Dynamics, high right. All three of those, my trigger pulls, I don't know. It might not like that ammo. And usually you want to test and accuracy, point of aim, point of impact test your carry ammo. So guys, an honest review. I like the thing. It's really well everything. Like medium, if it's way smaller circumference-wise, it's pretty small here. So if you have small medium hands, you like it. I like it with a large backstrap. It's good. It has probably the best slide that there is to grip, the way it's funneled deep. Probably has one of the best optics mounting systems. Comes with a front tritium. The smile, I don't know. It's okay, it's fast. And pistols are defensive tools. They're not rifles. They're secondaries, and if you know you're going into battle. So, it's fast though, and even, you know, the one time at 23 yards did pretty good. I think it is fast sights. So good sights, very good texture, goes up high, unlike everyone that's shitty. I gotta accelerator pedals, undercut, flat, pretty much the trigger's flat, and it's a light, short reset, striker action. If I was running a department, big or small or whatever, I would try to get them to do this or a Shadow Systems, because it has a more better direct optics mounting system. If you can eventually, after all these years, get them to kick to a red dot or green dot, which is probably even better. Do civilians need a dot? I have 4 videos red dot versus iron sights you might want to check out. No, civilians don't need a dot, but it's okay. Do law enforcement? Depending on their roles, possibly. They're way more likely to have outlier long shots at 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, 70 yards to save someone's life. Defense of others. Especially, it's better the dots at night with weapon-mounted light as well as a combo. The hit ratios with law enforcement, there's a white paper on it, are way better with a dot in combination with the weapon-mounted light. At long distance, especially. At long distance. So, I think it's a very good pistol, and Springfield's never done anything for me. It'd be great if they did, but I saw a deal, so I jumped on it. Let me know what you guys think. So guys, are you willing to trade in your G19 for this? If you were in a department, would you want this or a Shadow Systems or something else? I would. I got to carry a G19 on duty though. This does what I think it needs to do. I don't work with Springfield at all. It'd be nice if they did. It'd be nice had I got this. I asked for them, once you come out with a 4-inch, send it to me. I will, but if you got a Striker Fire 9, are you going to consider it? Let me know. I know Springfield history. I know about it, okay? But a good pistol with good ergos and texture and optics. Think, what's your favorite Striker Fire 9mm down below, or what do you carry? Or whatever. Look at my Paul Hero Tribute playlist for a lot of range videos and all that kind of stuff. And look at Red Dot versus Iron Sight 1, 2, 3, 4 if you've been looking into things. Thanks, everyone. Kaboom.